Good morning, mate. How are you? Feels good, doesn't it? After a big win. I woke up in a better mood today. And I imagine you have as well. I think most United fans this morning have woke up in a better mood. I'm going to talk about Arne Slot's comments. I think he's cracking up. I think increasingly looks mental with some of the things that he's saying. Sat in the car again because I still can't walk. I can probably walk about 50 metres or so before I have to stop. So hopefully that's going to be the thing that makes whether or not I walk through the High Rocks or not on Wednesday. But as it stands, yeah, about 50 metres of walking in me. So that's not 8k, is it? But we'll see. Anyway, Arne Slot's comments. Moaned about United playing long ball. Moaned about us not starting Sesko. The long ball thing, I find this interesting. And it's very much a trend changing in football a little bit at the moment. Now, Arsenal played long ball last season. Arsenal are very direct this season. Very much a set play team. Very much a team that relies on set plays to score them goals and create their chances. There is no right and wrong way to play football. There is only success. And even though I'll banter Joel about it, and I might even banter him today a little bit about it, all that matters is that it's winning and it's repeatable. And if you played for that and you trained for that, who cares? I don't necessarily think having a load of possession and doing nothing with it is good football. I quite like counter-attacking football. I think it can be very exciting if it's done well. You know, lots of forward balls, lots of pace. I mean, look at some of them United goals against Arsenal 2009, 2008. You can't tell me that's not exciting football. You know, one-touch forward play, good combination between two or three players, absolutely shredding a defence apart. That's great football, in my opinion. A long ball doesn't necessarily imply anything. Liverpool completed more long balls than United yesterday. United attempted more long balls. I actually think United was, when you look at the goal, and maybe this is me trying to apply what happened to what the intent was, but why else would you go, like, it doesn't make sense, like, literally, I was thinking, why are we doing that, as, you know, we're almost in the process of scoring the opening goal. You go long to Van Dijk, and we did it so often, it feels like that was the intent of what we was trying to do. Especially when that's where the goal came from. Or maybe we did it a few times, we saw it dragged him out of position and we continued to do it. Either way, it doesn't matter if they were accurate or inaccurate, if they had the desired impact. If the impact was that we wanted Van Dijk away from the back line to compete and challenge for that header, and then we would win the second ball, which we did, and then we would look to play people in behind and around him, which is where the opening goal came from, then it's a great tactic. They attempted nearly 50 crosses. If you want to talk about low IQ football, slinging it into the box where De Ligt and Harry Maguire are winning everything, then that's low IQ football, isn't it? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think is beautiful football. You can have 1,000 passes, but if they're all in your box and you made one mistake and the opposition scored from it, that's low IQ football. Smashing crosses in is just as low-hanging fruit, especially if they don't come off, as attempting long balls. For a man that's got all the attacking talent, I mean, he's gone from having James Bond now to Ben 10, mate. 10 games, no goals or assists for Verts. Isak's still not scoring. Scored less goals than Harry Maguire. £300 million strike force, those two. Let alone Ekitike. let alone, I never get that name right. It's just one of those words I just can't say. Where's the aggro for him making Salah a worse player? Where's the aggro for him about his substitutions not being able to change the game? If anybody played on vibes last year, it was Arne Slot. And then when he's coming this year, feeling himself, got £450 million of his own signings. Now it's time to see what Arne Slot can do. And he makes them worse. It's interesting looking at the table, because United are only a win off second. And we're only probably the justice we deserved in the Arsenal game, which is us getting a victory and them not, away from what would have been top. The narrative around where Manchester United are this season is mental. Legitimately mental. I think we're a point behind Spurs, who are doing amazing. We're 3 points behind Manchester City, who are in a title race. We're 2 points behind Liverpool, who are the champions and have just spent 450 million on players. We've only just had our goalkeeper for 2 games. Our striker is scoring. Our playmaker is causing havoc and having a good game. And Mbuemo is scoring big goals in big games. Where's the credit for the good start that our new signings are having? The impact that our new signings are having? When will United ever get treated fairly in that sense? Will we ever get treated fairly in that sense? I just want to give a shout out to you guys as well for the support on yesterday's video. It wasn't the intention of putting yesterday's video out for anything other than the fact that I said I would do these videos and I would try and talk about some other stuff, and I don't know where the motivation side of it came from. It kind of just came a little bit organic. But you threw my own words back at me, and I think that is what a community does. So I want to say thank you, and I want to say I appreciate that community, and the we do it anyway attitude. Yep, you're right. And there was a couple of people like, oh, I wish a torn calf was the worst thing going on in my life. Who's to say it's the worst thing going on in my life, mate? I share what I share. I try and be honest. It's not necessarily the worst thing going on in my life. It's the worst thing that I am, comfortable talking about, sharing about. I haven't got loads of major dramas, but it's not the only drama that's going on. I run multiple businesses. There's a lot more going on than meets the eye. I'm a pretty busy fella. I also saw someone saying that if all I had to do was make 2 8-minute videos a week, I would have a day, I'd have loads of time. This one's relatively easy to make. The others are not. The others can take hours and hours and hours to make 10 minutes. And yeah, this isn't a woe is me. This is a thank you to you guys. This is just here's a little bit of what the reality of what we do is. But you guys threw it back at me yesterday. It was like, we do it anyway. And I was like, we do. It's good to see that those words have resonated, and those words have found the right audience, and those words have found what is becoming a mad, really, really supportive community. And I just want to say thanks to you guys for that. Because YouTube, second only to Twitter, for notorious knobheads in the comments. And we seem to have carved out a very, very, very high quality comment group. And yes, I would argue we've took the cream of that and distilled it down into the inner circle on Patreon. Genuinely sensational. There was some serious roasting. I got chat going off yesterday. Nearly made me book a table at that restaurant we were talking about. I'm just busy for the next couple of Sundays. But I'm absolutely gonna. I might even message her today and try and sort that out. But yeah, I just want to say thanks. And if you want to get involved in the inner circle and Patreon, Amy's been away in China this last 2 weeks, but she's back today, I think. So we can resume the debriefs. We've got 2 sensational podcasts coming out. They'll come out next week, but they're being recorded this week. I think there's a Q&A to drop with me and Janine. I don't think we've actually posted that just yet, so I'll make sure that goes out. But yeah, there's all sorts of extra content, plus the Telegram group and all the rest of that sort of stuff over on Patreon. And I'll do a Q&A possibly this week, if anyone's interested in that. Otherwise, take it easy, everyone. Let's start on a win this morning. Bright and early. Let's get after it, get it done, and see if we can stack our wins up all the way through till next Saturday. Because if United do that, I think that table's going to start to look very nice. And, you know, us all thinking, like where we are now, 9th, would feel like progress. But like top 6, that would really start to feel like progress, wouldn't it? And I also think it is achievable. So let's keep the vibes going. Drop it in the comments. What are your wins that you're trying to win for today? I'm off to London, in the office for a couple of hours, off to London. And then London, hit that film premiere up tonight, and I might allow myself a bev with Jay and Jay Cal, not Marty, and we'll see how it takes us, man. Right, take it easy. We've started on a win. Let's keep the momentum going. Laters.